everyone. Happy Wednesday. It's Mr. Dowd here. Welcome to STEM class. Welcome to Remote Specials. Happy Hump Day. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and continue with Google Earth. Last class I showed you that little video that you can watch anytime at your leisure on Google Earth, right? The projects video. Today I'm going to go through and make my own little project so you can see what's going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on to Google Earth. It's right here. Give it a second to load. It is a big app. I know I said this a lot, but it is very true. Okay, so I left off in the Western Islands. So say I want to do a trip in Hawaii. So let's go to search and go to Hawaii. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and make my own project. And I'm going to make it based off Hawaii. So this is the projects tab over here. And since I have no project, all your projects will show up here. It'll also save in Google Drive. Again, if you press this watch tutorial button, this video pops up. It's only 2 minutes long, so in case you want to rewatch it, it's right there for you. All you have to do is press the play button. But anyways, I'm going to go to create because I'm going to create a new project. So create a new project in Google Drive. That way it'll save onto your Google Drive, right? Over here, there's the edit project button. So this one's going to be on Hawaii. And the description, so project title would be the name of either the state or whatever you want. Just say the trip around the world, whatever you want to name it. My description will be, since it's on Hawaii, I'm going to say my dream vacation. Okay. A couple things up here. This is the share project. So say you want to send it to me when you're done doing a Google Earth project, which we will be doing in the future. Click on that button. If you want to reload it, that's that button. And this is the delete button. So if you don't want to continue working on this project, you can delete it. So also this, you can go ahead and copy this project. So say you start a project, you like the first half of it, you can copy it over and then go ahead and keep adding to it or whatever you want to do with that. Okay. So there's this button. It's new feature. You can go search to add place marker, draw a line or shape. Okay. So well, maybe we should just go ahead and watch this video. Well, it's 3 minutes long. Maybe next class I'll add this in as a video to watch. But we're going to go to search to add place. So I'm in Hawaii already. So let's go to Mount K. So I can either click on that or I can type it in. So I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to say add to project. So it's going to add this place to the project. So save. So when it goes through its slides, it'll start off on Mauna Kea. So I can click on it. It'll automatically bring me there, and then you can go ahead and read more info on it. Actually, one of my friends from high school was here recently, I do believe. So I saw it online. But anyways, so it tells you it's a dormant volcano and gives you a bunch of information on it. Let's go ahead and add a new one. So new, search to add place. So let's go off there. Let's go to somewhere else that I'd want to go check out. How about this place? What's this place like? Oh, that looks beautiful. Little beach resort. Well, island resort, I should say. Looks beautiful, right? So I'm going to go ahead and add that onto there too. So all I'd have to do is press this add to project and make sure it's on Hawaii. So press save. And now I can go from Mount K. All right, and bring me over there. And then next click, Wakana Village. I can't even say it. Wakaola Village. But anyways, that's all I have for today. So hope everyone.
Hey guys, today I'm making lemon squares. So before I do the actual filling, I'm going to do the crust. So I'm going to put the crust in here. I think this is the crust. Come on. Yeah. So with the crust, I have to cook it first, kind of like I do with the raspberry squares. I have to cook it for about 10 or 15 minutes in the oven before I can put the lemon in. Okay. So, this is the crust, and I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of melted butter in, which I've already melted in the microwave. Okay, and I'm going to mix it up.
But regardless, when you want to Google Earth, that part you can actually play yourself to watch that video.
So I'm going to press this down into a pan. I'm going to get a little more melted butter. Sometimes when you are cooking, you need to improvise. You know what that means? You need to kind of just figure it out. Sometimes if you're like, oh, I don't think there's enough butter. I don't think there's enough water. You might want to put a little bit extra in. So I'm going to put this in the microwave for about 20 seconds. So I'm going to put it in here when it's done, and then I'm going to mix it up and press it into the bottom of the square pan. So you can cook it for about 10 or 15 minutes. Again, it's just the crust. I sprayed the pan so it wouldn't stick. I'm going to use my hands to try to get it to be a little more stuck together. I'm going to put it in the bottom of this pan. Okay, doesn't look too bad. I always make a mess when I'm cooking. Do you guys? Ugh. All right, so it looks like that. I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 10 minutes or until it turns brown, and then I'll pull it out and I'll put the filling in. Hello. So the crust is done. So now I'm gonna do the lemon filling. Put that in a bowl. I have to do a little bit of water, 1/3 cup. I already measured that. And I need 3 eggs. mix it up. Okay, the lemon. Now, I just took the crust out, so you have to pour this over a hot crust. So I'm going to, hold on 1 minute. Going to bring the crust over here, and I'm going to pour the lemon mixture in it. Okay, so, ow, probably not the brightest thing to do. So it looks like this. And now I'm going to put it back in the oven for half an hour to finish cooking. And I will show you what it looks like when it comes out. Okay, so it's been half an hour. I took it out. It's kind of like spongy. So I was able to stick it through to see it's clean, this fork. So before you cut it, notice how it's brown on the edges. Before you cut it, it needs to cool because right now it's pretty hot. And then when you cut it, it's like lemon squares if you like lemon, right? And it has the crust on the bottom. If you cut it before it cools, it's gonna fall apart. So you need to make sure it cools. So that would probably take about an hour because it's pretty hot right now. So that's it. It cooked for about half an hour. Some people don't like chocolate. They like lemon and other forms of treats. So this is something a little different than your actual chocolate stuff or cookie stuff. All right, until next time.
Hey Gators, welcome back to Language and Play. All right, today is editing day. So what you're going to do is you're going to take what you did for your monologue, all right, take your rough draft, and I want you to read it out loud to yourself. Go in the bathroom, go in the mirror, and I want you to really practice it. What does it sound like? All right, what changes can you make to it? How can you make it more dynamic? How can you make it more personal? How can you make it more exciting? More believable, all right? Those are going to be the small edits that you're going to make to it, all right? That way we're ready to film on Friday on Flipgrid, all right? I can't wait to see what your resolutions are, all right? And we're going to have a little bit of fun on Flipgrid on Friday, all right? Go get them, Gators.
Hi guys, today we're going to continue on with our cityscape project where we're going to be creating the look of distance and creating the look of depth and space in our drawing. So one of the ways we're going to do that is we're making some of the buildings look a little bit small. Even though they're big, tall buildings, we want them to look like they're far away in the background. So we started out with our tallest buildings first, and then we're going to overlap some medium-sized buildings over those. And then we'll put some larger buildings in the foreground, and that will make these ones look like they're far away in the distance. And these medium-sized buildings will appear to be in the middle ground, and then the larger buildings will appear to be in the foreground. So let's keep going. So I'm going to start adding another row of some a little bit larger buildings because I want it to look like we're getting closer to the foreground. So I'm going to just turn my paper vertically again. And using my ruler and pencil, I'm going to add the rooftops to some a little bit larger buildings now. Right about here, I think is good. I'm going to do one. It's going to be one building. 2. And 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines coming down. Make another little line here. So these buildings are starting to get larger and they appear to be coming closer too. I'm just going to fill this space in. A couple of horizontal lines here. And I'm going to bring these lines down and continue those down. This, that one, and that. Oops, there's another one. I want to continue that line coming down. All right, so this is starting to take shape as a nice cityscape. I am going to just extend these lines down a little bit. And I think I'm going to go back to some of these skyscrapers and just add some interesting detail to some of them. So maybe this one, I might add another little smaller block on top, like that. And then maybe I'll just make a little kind of a pointy, sort of like a tower of some kind, little triangle at the top, just to create some different details on those skyscraper tops. And then maybe over here, we'll do another little block and then maybe like a smaller block. Sometimes you see those things on those skyscrapers. Something like that I think is good. So you can add some details to some of those skyscrapers if you want to. All right, so now down here, I'm going to add my last row of some larger, maybe like some stores or something happening down here. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Like that. All right, so I have my closest buildings now. Somewhere around here is going to be, we're going to make it be like a sidewalk. And we can have some people walking around and maybe make some cars parked in the street and some street lights and things like that. I think I'm going to do 2 lines. This can be like a little sidewalk or a walkway that's in front of those stores. And I think I'm just going to continue these lines down as well. This and that. And next time we're going to go in and add a lot of details like windows. And the way we draw our windows will also help to create the look of these buildings being closer and these buildings being farther away, because we're going to make the windows on these buildings larger and the windows on those buildings will be very small. So that's a little technique to help to create distance in your drawing. All right, guys? So this is what you should have done for next time. And then we'll go in and add all kinds of details. Okay? Good luck with your cityscape drawing.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of What's Your Baby. I'm Miss Serena, and today we're going to start stretching out the body. And switch. Yep. Find a wall, and you're gonna rotate and you're gonna stretch our back. And try to keep your hips like rotated straight as much as you can, and reach back. And switch. Good, now we're gonna put our arm flat and we're gonna stretch our chest. Good, and switch. Now we're going to reach and pull and stretch our forearms. And the other way, put your fingers down. And switch. Fingers up. Fingers down. Nice. All right, now we're gonna kind of stretch to the side. Into the front. And to the other side. Nice. All right, let's have some neck rolls. And start to the right. Roll back. All the way around to the front. And let's go front to back. Go to the front. Let's go back. same for the front, side to side. All right, guys, thanks for stretching with me. Have a great day.
What's up, guys? Thursday stretch day. We're gonna do lower body with me today, so let's get right into it, okay? Let's put that right leg down, left foot flat, let's reach, get those hamstrings stretched out. Remember, hold each stretch for 10 to 15 seconds. Good. Bring that left foot over, knee up. Let's reach your hips and your glutes. Alright, leg down, elbow across. Let's get that lower back. Very good. Let's go left leg down, right foot flat, reach your hamstrings. Good. Let's bring that right foot over, knee up. Good. Elbow cross. Good. Okay, let's put those feet together. Get some pressure on your inner thighs and stretch that inner groin, inside part of your leg. Legs. Good. Left leg down, right foot up. Switch. Right leg down, left foot up. Good, now let's get your quads, right your legs. Left leg back, okay? Let's get a slight lean, you don't have to go all the way. Switch, that right leg back. Slight lean. Good, last one. Left foot on top of the right foot, okay? Just kind of bring it in and reach. And feel that in the back of your legs and your Achilles tendon. Switch. And down. Okay, we're good. See you tomorrow. We'll end the workout with a good end the week with a good workout.
Thanks for watching Enrichment TV, Gators. Remember, work hard, be nice, and we'll see you tomorrow.